It's a great day to be alive and an artist. My name is Matt with the Hat, and today in our Artist Way series, I'm going to talk to you about one way that I overcome adversity. This past week, something crazy happened with me. I had a seizure, and for those of you who know me, you know that this happens occasionally in my life. The emotional weight of a seizure for me is massive. I go from feeling strong, capable, able to do anything in the world to suddenly fearful of everything. I go, what am I doing? Am I doing too much? I try to figure out what is wrong with things instead of just being able to accept that occasionally these things happen. And so this past week, I've been in recovery from those seizures, from that seizure. And so I just wanted to go over some of the things that I've learned over the years to help cope with, deal with, and overcome that form of adversity in my life. The first thing that I would say to you is give yourself a break. If you're anything like me, when I set a goal, I'm going to do anything I can to achieve that goal. I'm saying I set that goal and I work on it and I am constantly going after it every day when I'm looking at achieving it, whether it be a fitness goal, whether it be a YouTube goal, whether it be something creative. I set that goal and I just go after it. It's part of my personality. I've always been that way. And then something happens that is unexpected, right? And suddenly I miss the opportunity for one day's worth of work. And when that happens, it's easy for me to beat up on myself, for me to say, Matt, how could you miss that day of recording? How could you miss that day of painting? How could you miss that day of rehearsal or work? And it's very easy for the cop in the head to take over. And it's very easy for that cop to start saying, you're washed up. It's very easy for that cop in the head to start saying you're unworthy. It's very easy for that cop in the head, that inner critic, to say, Matt, give up. And so the very first easy explanation for how to overcome adversity is give yourself a break and say something to the extent of, you know what? Today, you got sick. You got a little bit of COVID. It's okay. It's okay to chill for a little bit. That work, that great creative work that you've got, that you're planning, it's still going to be there when you recover. Right now, your body needs your resources to recover, right? Or, Matt, you had a seizure this week. It is okay to relax. Your creativity will still be working in the background as you take care of yourself. It's okay to pause. It's okay to stop, right? And that sounds like an easy thing to do, to just give yourself some grace, right? But it's hard, isn't it? So I just want to encourage you, if you're in a situation where maybe you haven't painted in a while and you're like, I want to be a painter, and you haven't done that. Maybe today is an opportunity to say, you know what? I didn't paint yesterday, but I'm going to paint tomorrow. Or, you know what? I'm going to spend 5 minutes today and I'm going to type on that play, right? Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some love. The second thing that I would like to say about recovering from adversity is using your affirmations. Now, we've talked a lot about affirmations in the Artist's Way. The Artist's Way itself is full of affirmation exercises. Find those affirmations that you need to hear, right? So this morning, in my morning pages, I start writing and I say, I am a gifted and talented artist. I am healthy. I am lovely. I am exactly who I need to be. And I start to fill myself up with self-compassion and with self-love. And when you do these things, it's sending a signal to your inner person, to your inner being, and saying, it's going to be okay. It's okay that you had a health setback. It's okay that you had a procrastination setback. These affirmations are there to build your spirit. Another thing that helps me on a setback is to use the setback to make the great artistic work. What do I mean by that? If you haven't ever had a seizure, and this is very specific to me, you don't understand what it feels like going through it. And if you're a family member who has watched someone go through it, you don't know, no one else knows what it's like watching that. Now, this goes for anything else, right? If you have an alcoholic in your family and the people around you don't understand what it's like to live with an alcoholic, your pain is different. And the wonderful, beautiful thing about art is being able to translate that thing into your art, right? So maybe your setback has to do with confidence, which we all deal with. We all deal with the confidence setback. And maybe you're going to do a song, you're going to write a song about what it feels like to, on one hand, feel immensely talented and gifted as a singer, and on another hand, feel incompetent. We let people in. We let empathy in when we do that. I can paint something today that is dealing with what it feels like physically or emotionally having gone through a seizure, right? And when I do these things, one, I'm intimate because the work that I'm doing is very personal. And two, I'm allowing people into my life through my art. It is vitally, vitally important for you as an artist to use what's going on in order to create. That means when you are having a joyous day, it's important for you to put that on the canvas. It's important for you to write that song or that play. It's important to put you in it, right? Because remember, you are the source, right? In the same way, when you're having a rough time, when work isn't going as well, when someone's treating you poorly, we could list these things over and over again, and you've got these things that you're dealing with emotionally. The perfect place to put those emotions is in your art. It is in this safe space that you have the opportunity to tell your truth. It is in this space that you have the opportunity to bring someone in to your world. And when you bring someone into your world, they will see things differently. And this is one of the beautiful things about art. So while you are dealing with the setback, and we are all going to have setbacks, we're going to have days where we do not achieve the things that we want to achieve. We will have days at work that are rough. We will have days where we say something that we wish we could have taken back. Use these. Use these things as fuel to create your great work. Remember, every day is a new day to start. You are beautiful. You are amazing. I hope this helps you. Have a beautiful day and keep making art.